Violence is learned, but can also be forgotten again. Ever since the humanities began to study violent phenomena in the mid-20th century, one question has surrounded all research on it: is violence in humans instinctive or learned? Many hypotheses have come out. However, there is one thing that is absolutely clear: all cultures have shown aggressive behavior at all times. Concern about this problem has been increasing in recent decades. World wars showed that people's ability to harm each other knew no bounds. These and many other facts have made us look at ourselves with fear. Violence is the fear of the ideals of others. Mahatma Gandhi. Perhaps because of these events in history, the term aggressiveness has acquired a negative connotation. But it wasn't always like that. In fact, we would not have survived as a species without the ability to attack or respond to aggression. But humans have taken violence too far, and that is what is disturbing. Aggression and violence, two different concepts. Sometimes we think that aggression and violence are the same, but this is not the case. Aggression is an instinct. We are born with it, and its mark is imprinted on our minds. It involves a number of physical and chemical processes that happen automatically without us being aware of it. Aggression is biological. It puts us in a state of alert if there is danger. It helps us defend ourselves when necessary and adapt to the environment. For example, it is normal and healthy to react aggressively if someone tries to push us. Our survival instinct means that we respond with aggressive actions to a threat. Violence, on the other hand, is cultural. It consists of behavior intended to harm others for reasons other than our objective need for survival. Only humans exhibit violent behavior, no other animal does. Therefore, violence is learned. Aggression is instinctive, but violence is symbolic. This means that we come into the world with innate tools to react aggressively when necessary to preserve our lives. But the desired tendency to harm people for other reasons is learned. The good news is that you can also forget it again. Learning and forgetting violence. Almost all violent people justify their behavior with false reasons. Most claim that they hurt others to defend themselves or to teach or instill something positive. It is also common for the victim to be accused of inciting violence. And it is not uncommon for higher principles to be invoked, whether religious or political. Behind these failures lie complex ideological constructions, also false ones. Violence is first and foremost symbolic, cultural, and then physical. To enslave black people all over the world, it was first claimed that they had no soul. Scientific books were written about their inferior and vicious behavior. It was thus that slavery supporters justified physical violence against them. The same thing happened to women, indigenous people, and now animals. People say that violence in self-defense is okay. However, there are many cases where the defense was hollow. There was no threat. Other justifications involve religion. Some holy books depict women as a curse on human existence. Similarly, many wars consist of each side turning against the other's god and then trying to wipe them and their god off the face of the planet. And as you have probably seen or heard about, it is all too common for people to justify violent acts with their beliefs. The end of violence. Violent actions must be removed from the mind or they will not be removed at all. You can ban gun ownership or take someone out of a physically abusive situation. But if someone sees the other person as unworthy, violence will return. It can take on non-physical form, such as biting criticism, vicious ridicule or icy indifference. But it is still violence. In summary, There is no need to fear aggressive emotions because they are part of our defensive instinct. But we must distance ourselves from violent impulses, which only end up breeding more violence.